Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led at quarterback by the veteran from Tulane, Ryan Griffin.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Not much there, only a yard. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play.
On first down, Griffin. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins lets it fly deep for Cobb. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. And couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
1st and 10.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
For a Green Bay Packer.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Cousins pass. Intercepted.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ron Harmon on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
from just shy of midfield. Griffin. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete.
Griffin's pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
An 8-yard pick.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's the end of the
end result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
So out come the Falcons now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 9-yard
Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin.
It's vitally important.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's taken on the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
43-yard line.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the lead is now 13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Falcons 3.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Juwan Williams made the tackle.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Caught left side by Cobb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Cousins pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Pittman Jr.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Butker's kick here is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23.
Falcons 3.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
10. At their own 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Vinny Curry. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Kirk Cousins with a hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong. Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On the return comes Cobb. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
1st and 10.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. This is Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Cousins pass intended for Zach Pascal.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
First and 10. At their own 42.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Fullback. He was brought down by Von Bell. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Mostert. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Cousins pass.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back to the running game with Mostert. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Sacked. An 8-yard loss on the play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 5.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16. Cousins. Throws this one right side to Pascal.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Vinny Curry. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Falcons on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vinny Curry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 44.
That's good.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now the rookie 2nd rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Cousins to throw it.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Michael Pittman with his first career NFL touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Griffin's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Third and long. It's Griffin. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Griffin's pass.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A gain of 9.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Cousins. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
Brings up
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's the third-year man from Oregon. It's Royce Freeman. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. To throw is Cousins. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To number 47.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Griffin.
He'll check this one down to Vaughn.
Griffin's
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
at the 29-yard line.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Vinny Curry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. The struggle has been real. They have had ample opportunities. They've yet to cash one in. This is 3rd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Chris Jones on the stop. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Freeman again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Freeman. That's good.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.